Hi, this is Ingvar, and I have another masterpiece for you by Vasily Borisovich Malinin. We already saw a brilliant checkmate that he managed to get out of the BlackElo gambit. A link to the game in the description, and on your top right you can click to see the game. So I'll go fast through the opening moves, which were exactly the same as in the other game. It was a BlackElo gambit. D5 and B5. This is the BlackElo gambit, or Volga gambit as it's called in Russia, and everything according to theory here. Malinin goes for his pet line fianchetto, and here his move H4, which he's played and had some crazy games, as we have already seen and we will see in this one. So Andreev castled and we see H5. In the other game, Black went with knight b to d7. He didn't take on h5, but here Black accepted the challenge. Challenge accepted. And Malinin took on h5, sacrificing the exchange, because why not? Now, here he developed his queen to c2, lining it up on this diagonal, giving some added help to the knight on c3, which can become a focal point in some cases. Knight d7, bishop g5, actively developing the bishop. Knight f6 though, bishop g2, and well, with our rook missing, we don't have an option to castle on the king side. So after rook b8, Malinin castled queen side. Andreev was playing quite well here. He played queen a5, and now rook h1. So Malinin is getting ready to attack, but he should have been the one who was attacked here. Can you find Black's best move here? Black's best move is rook takes b2, and White doesn't have a pleasant choice here. However, he takes on a b2. There is knight takes d5, and there's too much pressure here on c3, as you can see. But Black didn't go for that. Sometimes you have to take chances, you know, make your opponent think that 2 + 2 is 5 when it's actually 4. And here his opponent went for a similar continuation, which looks like it should give Black a good position here. Knight takes d5. And his idea here is similar to the earlier game that we saw, that he wants to get the pressure here on b2. Malinin, however, gladly accepted. Knight takes d5. Okay, Black must go on with his plan. He just gave up a piece. So rook takes b2. So Black's attack looks very dangerous, with the rook already in White's camp, a good bishop, and the queen ready to join. What did Malinin find here? He went with first knight takes e7. Now king h8. Now, we saw the craziness in the first game. This time around it's a better known pattern. It's not exactly the same, but very close. What did Malinin play? He gave up what for a what? He did it again. He gave up his queen for a pawn. Caca! Queen takes h7. King takes, and rook takes h5 check. Now if you see my pattern recognition videos, if this was a pawn, then this would be checkmate, this would be Anastasia mate. However, it's a bishop, so it can interpose. So the fun is just starting, my friend. Rook takes h6 check, king g7 only move, and now knight to f5. Everything is forced, the king must go back, and bishop f6. And this looks like checkmate. But all is not over. Black keeps on fighting. Rook c2 check. Okay, now we have to be careful. White correctly takes on c2, and now there's queen takes a2 check. And here Malinin played the correct move. However, if you play a move like king to c1, Black plays queen c4, and it turns out Black can get a perpetual by staying on this path here. So if you go king d2 or king d1, there's queen takes here, king goes back, queen c4, etc. King b2, queen b5. If king here, then you actually walk into a mating net. The same for king b1 or king b2. So you have to give up perpetual here by going between the c and the d file. But Malinin avoided this and played the correct bishop to b2. This, however, gets black out of this mating net here. First he played queen c4, and after bishop c3, he played f6, closing the diagonal. Let's have a quick look at queen takes e2, because it looks tempting to take the pawn with check. However, after king c1, the king is surprisingly safe. The queen has no check, so this is covered by the bishop. This is covered by the other bishop, covered by the pawn. There's nothing on the c file, no checks. So actually the queen would be worse off here, and black would still have to play f6. So he played f6 immediately. Now, however, a nice move. Malinin had a better move here, but knight g5 is what he played, and it's an excellent move. Rook g6 was also very nice. In case of king h8, now knight g5. And let's just make a move like d5 just to demonstrate why it's threat. It's rook h6, another nice mating pattern for you, unusual mating pattern, which seems to be Malinin's speciality. So this would have been nice as well, but this did not happen in the game. Let's go back to the game. So instead of rook g6 check, Malinin played knight to g5. Okay. Now we know the threat. Let's demonstrate it again. Same as the other line. Knight e7 and rook h8 mate. So that explains black's next move, rook e8. But now Malinin executed a brilliant combination. You could pause the video and try to find it. It's actually forced mate in very few moves. I'm not going to tell you how many, but very few. Actually, I could tell you it's not more than 5. But okay, are you ready? Let's go. Malinin went bishop to d5 check. What's the point of this? Okay, we're skewering the queen and the bishop, queen and the king. So if the king moves, we take the queen. Well, actually, we keep checkmate. So naturally, black takes. But now everything is forced and outrageously beautiful. Rook h6. Rook h8. He was on h6. Note the knights. They're covering these squares. So everything is forced. King takes h8. Bishop takes f6 check. King to g8. And the show goes on. Knight h6. King f8. And knight to f7. Knight to h7. Checkmate. I'm so blown away by this game that I can't even name the coordinates. But this is just unbelievable. If you don't love this, I mean, it's impossible not to love such a game. And I'll give you one tidbit here. This is actually what we call a pure mate. A pure mate is one piece checking the king, and each of your other pieces only attack one square each, and the pieces that are in the way for black can't be attacked. So sort of like a very efficient mate. Every square is covered only once, and even the friendly pieces can't be attacked. So a beautiful attack, checkmate. And I almost can't believe these two games, just unbelievable stuff. And well, let's see. I hope I can find more games by Malinin, but I doubt that we can find anything as cool as these two. But we'll try. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.